All right, we are back live, and so far Connor Calavan has all of the Tigers 7 points. Three-pointer on the way by Roberson does not go. Roberson hit one just a moment ago.
Now they've already made a switch. They started out with number 5 on Connor, and Coach Dickerson made a great adjustment, pulled him off the wing and posted him up. Now they've made an adjustment to who's guarding him. Nice find.
Nice. You know,
that big fella's a freshman, Eric.
Perry's a freshman, and he is a man among boys.
A really good-looking athlete, man.
So the foul was called on 15 Graves. Rebound by Thornbrew. First personal, first team. Calavan, three-pointer, NBA range, and rebound by Stores. Stores kicks it back out.
Good find by
Back out to
Blunt.
Calavan. Calavan made it. Wow, Stores, the shortest guy out there, gets 2 rebounds. Had Graves underneath the basket. Pass was a little bit out of his reach. So you have 2 freshmen starting for both teams. Jackson Blunt, 33, and Jaden Graves, 15 for Fort Gibson, and then Perry, 44 for Southeast, and I believe Roberson is, or excuse me, Hines is a freshman.
No.
Got to have a stronger pass. It was a little bit light, so Thornbrew couldn't get to it, but Thornbrew makes up there with that long pass, pops it back.
The Southeast, expect them to play man all day long. Oh.
And a blocked shot. Calavan's shot is blocked by Allen. Driving in, bit out of control. They're going to call the foul. Freeman was the one driving.
I'll tell you this, man. These 2 boys teams got a ways to go to measure up to the intensity of that girls game.
Right. Graves picks up 2 fouls already. So the freshman Graves got to play just a hair smarter from here on out because he's got 2 quick fouls in the first 4 minutes of the game. Rebound by Thornbrew. Cross court to Blunt.
Look at him. Look at him.
Stores trying to get it down low to Calavan.
And he's trying to pass across his body instead of squaring himself to it. So he's passing across his body and then also trying to pass across them.
Thornbrew, nice in pass to Thornbrew, goes up.
Got those big shoulders on him, man.
10-9 the score. Spartans are up by 1.
Now this young man with the ball, buddy, he is quick as you can.
Keontae Freeman, and a long three-pointer doesn't go, and that was counter.
Yeah, man, I watched Southeast play Hilldale last night, and that young man, he's one of those kids that you say he's so quick that when he turns off the light, he's under the cover before it gets dark.
I've never heard that. That's pretty quick. Wow, long three-pointer, and he's filling it right there. Calavan, 12-10 now the lead, 2-point lead. Calavan has 8 points in the first quarter, so 8 of the 12 points are Calavan's. No, excuse me, 10 of the 12.
Yeah, Thornbrew's the only one that.
Three-pointer off. Rebounded by Graves.
And that's a heat check there.
Here it is. Here's that long shot right there. Bam.
Now, Connor's got in the gym range. Parking lot. He shows up on the bus, and he's in range.
Like that old McDonald's commercial with Michael Jordan and Larry
Yes.
Bird.
Yeah.
Off the flagpole and back across the parking lot. Freeman, boy, he wants to pull that trigger. Nice move by Allen. Doesn't drop. Graves has got to be careful, and I think they're going to get Thornbrew. And they get Thornbrew with a personal foul. That's third on the team. But at the line shooting is Deontay Allen. First one will not go. Second one goes in for Allen. So 11-12 game now.
Here.
Calivan filling it
Nope,
from the
short.
top. Nope. And yes, short. Rebounded by Freeman. Good defense by Thornbrew to knock the ball down. Blunt's going to drive baseline,
Good
kicks it up to
find.
Stores. Stores
Good
in the corner
find.
and count it. Big three-pointer by Andrew Stores. That left corner. Allen, top of the key, and he said, I will match you. Three-point for three-point.
Starting to pick up. The pace is starting to pick up a little bit, Big E. Caught him for a reach in there.
Yep, and Allen's going to get called for a reach-in foul on Calivan. So under 30 seconds, 15-14. Tigers have the lead. Blunt, boy, I thought he was going to take it to the rack. And they're going to call it out on the Spartans. Blunt got away with a little bit of a push off on Freeman. 12 seconds. 6. Blunt, top of the key, kicks it out to Calivan. 2 seconds. And Calivan, Ryan, what happened?
That's what Coach Dickerson's asking right now. They got discombobulated off that. They got an initial switch off that screen, off the inbounds that they should have taken advantage of, you know. But they were more set on taking that last shot. I think if they would have rolled Calivan into the post when they got that initial switch, they'd have been better off. Nice find by Jackson Blunt there to Andrew Stores. Little baseline drift action. He comes right back, man. That Allen, that young man Allen from Southeast, he's the best athlete on the floor.
Deontay Allen, he's had very good games all week. 3 games, and let's talk about this real quick. 3 games in 3 nights. I know a lot of tournaments are going to a short tournament schedule. Does that prepare your team for the postseason?
It does, man. You know, it allows more flexibility in your schedule too. Like Southeast wouldn't come to this tournament if it was a week-long deal. But you say, hey, come for 3 days. It's a better deal, and you know you're getting close enough to where you got to start thinking about the playoffs. And you get in the loser bracket, you're gonna have to play 3 games in a row, 3 days in a row.
Right.
So it simulates that a little bit. They've rotated Calavan into the high post now.
Calavan drives up against glass, can't make it.
Good rebound by Thornbrew.
Thornbrew, big strong body down there. It goes up and gets it.
In coach's terms, we have a very technical term for a guy like Tegan Thornbrew. Vulture.
Vulture.
He just feasts on those backside, you know, just I like Vulture more than Trash Man.
Yeah. So a good no call there as Deontay Allen steps out. No call as far as charge or a blocking foul.
Oh, Jaden missed him.
Calavan turnaround jumper, gets it. Anna Coulter and, I'm sorry, that was Jose Freeman.
Yeah, they're laying so far off Freeman there that he's getting a running start at it. When you're facing that much quickness, I always like getting up into him so they can't get a running start at me, you know?
Freeman will shoot 2. Well, okay, excuse me. I guess they called it on the floor. I guess.
No. He finished the bucket. It was an and one.
Where was I at? I completely missed that. I apologize. 19-16.
You're probably thinking about the cupcake I ate during the girls' game.
Nah, I'm off of those cupcakes, off those sweets. Got to get on that diet. Got to get healthy in 2019.
They're really trying to overload that side of the floor and get Calavan into the post.
I'd like to see Storrs take that shot. Thornbrew's going to drive in. Lost the ball momentarily. Gets it back and gets the layup. You know, good job by Allen by not getting a cheap foul on that one.
Yeah, it just went straight up.
Three-pointer off the rim, won't go. Rebound by Thornbrew. Shot was taken by Marcus Hines. Hines, he's a streaky shooter, but when he gets hot, he gets pretty nasty. Calavan down on the post, or down on the baseline. Turnaround jumper way off.
He forced that one. He'd have been better off getting Storrs back in the corner than reposting.
Allen drives.
Good block by Calavan. Now they got some numbers here.
Kick it out
Good
to Storrs.
find.
Three-pointer on the way, and in and out, won't go. Freeman on the run. Storrs runs into him. He's going to pick up a foul. That's one of those. That's a frustration foul by Storrs.
Fort Gibbs is really daring them to shoot. If Southeast gets hot, that could be an issue. Good block out off that backside.
Calavan up top with Freeman. Now over to Blunt. Poked out of bounds by the Spartans. Stay with the Tigers.
The way they were overplaying Storrs there in the corner, I'd like to see him cut back door there.
Thornbrew up top. Calavan.
There you go. Two-man game right here.
Nice turnaround jumper by Calavan. I thought he was out of position. Adjusted and made a nice shot. 23-16, Tigers lead. Long shot by Deontay Allen.
Man, there's nothing there's nothing fancy about what he's doing. He's just trailing the play. The defense is shifted over as the point guard pushes it up the left side, and he's just stepping in off the weak side.
Turnaround jumper, and too much for Calavan. Goes off the backside. Freeman with the rebound. He'll bring his troops down. Marcus Hines, I thought he was going to spot up for a three. On the backside there is counter. Spartans have some three-point shooters, and yep. And that's what's scary. Like you said, if they the Spartans get hot, they've got some outside shooters, and they could get ugly real fast.
Give it to him. Boy, that's...
Oh, I thought Storrs, no. Wanted to pull that trigger, he decided not to.
In the wrong corner.
Calavan's going to drive, loses the ball, has it poked out. I'm going to say he got fouled.
Yeah.
And by
Southeast
number 15,
does not agree.
That'll be the third team foul, and that's the first foul on Jose Freeman.
Oh boy! Now he he got up for that one and stayed up for a while.
Right. And Thornbrew's going to get
That's
called.
A silly foul. 80 foot from the goal.
So that is Thornbrew's third foul.
Calavan's tired right now. Coach Dickerson may need a timeout right here. With
Allen's three-pointer won't go. Graves has the rebound. Hines will be called for a reach-in.
And Fort Gibson's kind of thin tonight on their big bodies because their starting center, Tommy French, is out with a toe injury as he still looks to come back. So that third foul on Teagan, man, that's frustrating for a coach. You're 80 foot from the goal, you don't get a chance to play defense, and you picked up your third foul.
Three-pointer on the way by Calavan. It will roll in. Had the right amount of English on that one. 26-19 now the score.
Shooter's roll.
That is a shooter's roll. Put a little English on that. Perry has been kind of quiet in the second quarter. I would really look for them to start trying to get Perry involved with Thornbrew on the bench. Well, that's twice that Blunt has turned down that open lane to the bucket.
Yeah, he's a freshman, man. But let me tell you, there's no kid on that floor that's got better instincts than him. He hadn't figured it all out yet, but he's a smart enough kid to where he's going to figure it out. The rest of 4A better watch out, because when he figures it out.
Graves losing it out of bounds. Wanted to be a turnover. The Spartans will take it. So that's promising with two freshmen starting on both of these teams. These guys could they could be scary good in the next few years.
Now the Southeast, they filled the high post now, trying to get some more action in the paint.
That shot was by Roberson.
Good catch.
Way out in the parking lot, almost banked it off. Blunt rebound.
Nate Franklin off the bench. Nobody blocked him out, and he went and got it.
Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Blunt. Who was that?
Nate Franklin.
I didn't have him on my roster.
He knocks down the first one, man. Those are that's found money right there, man. You go into a game as a coach, you think he might be able to buy you minutes. Now not only does he buy you minutes, he gets a big rebound, hits both free throws, and you're up 9.
Nice no-look pass inside to Allen. Allen says rotate it over. Roberson's won't go. Perry rebound and gets fouled in the process, and that'll be Graves' third one. Not a good foul for Graves. Number 3 on him. That puts Perry to the line. Marcel Perry is not the best free throw shooter this weekend, but as a freshman, he will grow.
But if he grows much more, man, his mom and dad are going to have to be special ordering those shoes.
Yeah. Grocery bill could be outrageous.
Southeast starting to pick up a little bit higher up the floor. One more.
Southeast, it's almost like they've got the Tigers on their heels just a bit.
Oh.
Pass was off from Stores to Blunt, and Coach Dickerson is trying to correct him there. 23.6 seconds left in the second quarter, 28-20. Spartans looking to trim this lead.
I think they're going to go with about 8, 9 seconds left. Little down screen action.
Marcus Hines, three-pointer won't go. And that'll be your score going into half. The Southeast Spartans 20 and the Fort Gibson Tigers 28. And we have another dogfight going on here at the Muskogee Civic Center for the 39th annual Shrine Tournament. Folks, stick around. We've got an exciting second half of play coming up.
I'm Keith Olmstead, Bedouin Shrine Tournament Director for the Bedouin Shrine Basketball Classic. I came into the Shrine in 2002, and I grew up, my father was a Shriner, and he came in 1980, which was the first year the tournament started, so I've basically been around it my whole life. This will be the 39th annual. The basketball tournament started in 1980 as a fundraiser to come up with a way to raise money to transport the burned and orthopedic children back and forth to the Shriners hospitals. At the current time, we have 22 hospitals that the Shriners operate free of charge, and we transport the kids free of charge. And this is the largest fundraiser that we do to be able to do that without asking the parents for any money. The basketball tournament is, we like the saying, it's kids helping kids. They get to play in the tournament, but in the same token, you know, by them playing and their fans coming and buying a ticket to come sit and watch, they are in turn helping us, so it's kids helping kids. We have that are actually involved in the tournament. There will probably be 150 different Shriners throughout helping to pull this off. It's not an easy undertaking to do. When you have 32 teams, that are guaranteed 3 games, that's a lot to handle. So we, in turn, you know, require a lot of assistance. So we ask the nobles, and they're all volunteers. You know, none of the Shriners ever get $1 out of this. All the proceeds from this tournament go strictly to transporting kids back and forth to the hospitals. But we have actually had, and if I'm not mistaken, like 32 kids, I think, that have actually been a Shrine patient and played in the Shrine tournament. And if they do that, if they are a Shrine patient and play in the tournament, we present them with a white jacket, which is an honor. If half of these schools, if they ever met those kids and knew their story and knew their struggles and how much the Shrine has helped, it really makes it well worthwhile. I mean, I understand that it's a lot of hassle for these schools to come, you know, to play, and the expense that goes with it. But like I said, if you talk to those children and their parents for what it's done for them and their lives and how much it's improved their way of life, it's well worth it. All the hours that I put in and all the other Shriners put in is nothing compared to what those kids have gone through. I mean, to my knowledge, there's not any other tournament out there that is strictly for a charity cause. And I mean, for us to be going into our 39th year and still going is something to be said, you know, and that means that the people, the community, everybody is focused on what it's for, and that's how we've sustained as long as we have.
Welcome back to the Muskogee Civic Center for the Bedouin Shrine 39th Annual Bedouin Shrine Tournament. Fort Gibson Tigers lead 28-20 over the Spartans for the Large School Boys Championship. As we come out after halftime, Spartans will have the ball. Walking the ball down the court. Spartans in white, Fort Gibson in red.
He traveled.
Yeah, Freeman drug his feet, didn't get called, and three-pointer was short.
Well, that's the first little adjustment of the half. They've taken Freeman off the point and allowing him to attack from the wings. Maybe getting the shooter on top to stretch that defense. Oh.
Bad pass by Graves, and watch out, he doesn't want to get the fourth foul. Luckily, he doesn't. Thornbrew pulls down the rebound.
That's those are some big shoulders going toe-to-toe there.
Yes.
He traveled.
And he did drag a foot, so.
His first 52 seconds have been a little frenetic. I think Coach Dickerson would like it to slow down a little bit, and I think the Southeast coach is looking to speed it up.
Three-point on its way, and it was off. Rebound by Calavan. Shot was taken by
Calavan's done a really good job with that backside board tonight. Oh, and they leave him open. Oh, he dribbled it off his teammate's foot.
I couldn't see. I was blocked by players and the umpire or referee.
Yeah, I didn't see it at all. I don't know what happened there.
I think they're saying it came off of Roberson's foot.
I would ask Christy Edwards, but she's at home. She's listening to us, which we're appreciative of, but she just couldn't get out on this rainy evening. So hello, Christy.
And shout out to Christy, huh? All right. And folks, we always ask, that's one thing I forgot to ask earlier, was let us know where you're watching from. That's fun for us to look back and see Graves' three-point on the way, and it's good. The freshman, a big shot from the corner.
Jackson got into the paint there, got a piece of the paint, found Graves wide open for that corner three.
Perry will come back with a bucket. That brings it 31-22.
I think Blunt, the freshman, has played a very, very good floor game tonight for a freshman.
Boy, how that one didn't go in, I don't know. Blunt's
played under control. His parents are up there watching him, Mr. and Mrs. Orville.
Perry down low.
Oh, was that a flop?
Oh, they call a travel.
Oh.
And I saw it, but I wasn't going to say anything. So a turnover because he traveled.
The Southeast coach's point is they had a ref right on top of it. Let him call that.
And I can see that because he did call that from about 40 foot away.
Good job breaking that pressure.
Calavan down low, misses the shot.
Good hustle by Thornbrew there.
Thornbrew able to save it. And a turnover. Graves almost picked up his next foul. Doesn't. Three-point transition.
Oh, that's a two.
That's a two. The foot was on the line. Roberson a transition two.
Cut the lead to 7 now.
24-31. Wow. Freeman came in and just almost decapitated Stores.
Yeah.
That's one of those fouls. Even though it's his first one, it was a real silly foul.
That's his. I think that's his second.
I've got it down. Yes, it is his second. Good eye.
Southeast now, they've picked up their intensity a little bit, man. They're guarding a little bit harder. They're pushing Fort Gibson further and further out. Let's see if they can find.
Calavan, turnaround jumper. Wow, how did he make that go? So Calavan adds two more. Three-point on the way is good. Nice shot by Roberson.
That long diagonal against a little bit of pressure.
And a steal by Counter.
Oh, he walked.
And he did walk, took 3 steps.
Jackson's got to get the ball to the middle of the floor. He can't get into that. That's the 3rd foul on him.
3rd foul on Freeman. Marcus Hines will come in for Freeman. Yeah, here's the steal right here by Counter. Counter goes all the way down, lays it up.
Maybe he didn't walk.
That might have been the oddest foul I've seen. They're going to call Perry.
No, the refs have warned the players. Yeah. Oh, 14's hurt. He rolled that ankle bad, man.
Yeah.
I hate to see that.
They got tied up. Calavan's going for the ball, as is Hines.
Yeah. We've got.
He's resilient. Look at him hop up, ready to go.
Well, Fort Gibson's going to have to up their intensity a couple notches because Southeast has. So they've got a. Oh man,
left him
and
wide
they got
open.
lost.
Wow.
There you go. That way, track back. Middle. There you go.
Calavan drives, spin move, puts it up, nowhere to go. Rebound by Deontay, excuse me. Hines, 3-pointer on the way. That ankle must be okay. Shoots the 3-pointer and looked good.
They're really working hard to get Calavan on a pin down.
Trying to get it in the middle, turnover.
Good hustle by Blunt right there.
You know, and one thing I've noticed was Roberson, he's been limping since the very first minutes of the game. He has a huge ankle brace on. Thornbrew down the bottom and up and down.
Yeah,
Crowd doesn't like it, but it was pretty obvious. I saw it from here. And I think they're going to let Robertson shoot that way outside shot. He hasn't connected yet. Graves uncontested. It's going to go in, and nice layup by the freshman. So Jaden Graves has 5 in this quarter. Counter's going to step back and reset the offense.
Now they've changed their defense up. They're in a triangle and 2, Fort Gibson is. Is that 4 on Teagan? On Thornbrew?
Graves.
Oh.
Graves, and his 4th personal foul. And not the man you want to foul. Deontay Allen is a very good free throw shooter. First one goes in, no problem. So Graves will have a seat, and Nathan Franklin checks in for the Tigers.
Let's see if they stay in that triangle and 2. Graves and Stores were matched up man to man, and everybody else was in a zone.
And they're going to call over the back on Perry. That'll be Perry's 2nd personal.
Now Southeast's defense has been top-notch this half so far, but they just can't hit shots right now. They're kind of in a funk.
Three-point on the way by Calavan off the back of the rim. Rebound by Thornbrew. Thornbrew has it stolen from him.
Put the ball on the floor right away, man. Well, that was ambitious. Yeah, you throw it high enough where that kid can't get it, man. You threw it way too high.
Perry, I tell you what, he's fun to watch. He's been fun to watch all weekend. Calavan, three-pointer on the way, short. Rebound by Stores. Blunt's going to drive.
Nice step through.
Nice off. So Jackson Blunt adds 2. Under a minute to go in the third quarter.
Good rebound, backside rebound by Franklin.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. You can hear Coach Dickerson telling his Tiger team we want the shot at 5 seconds. Timeout by Dickerson. 30-second timeout. This game seems to have a lot of up and downs, a lot of, I won't say momentum swings, but just a lot of up and down.
Yeah, it's kind of, it hasn't settled into a rhythm. That girls' game settled into a great rhythm. This one, it hasn't found its rhythm just yet.
It's almost like Southeast is really forcing, Fort Gibson's letting them have those outside shots, those way outside, and they're forcing those.
Sometimes you got to tell a kid, because they'll say, well, I was open. Well, you're open for a reason.
Because it's 3 foot further shooting than what you have been.
And sometimes it's just good defense by them to leave kids open. So
Fort Gibson will have the inbounds possession, 33 seconds in the third quarter. And nearly stolen by Marcus Hines.
Good
got
find.
Connor Calavan. Up, nice adjustment mid jump by Calavan.
Blunt let him into the weak side.
Counter three-pointer. Oh, nice shot. Jalen counter. .5 seconds. Here's the shot by Counter. Look at him. Nothing.
Stepped right into that.
6 seconds. Long three-pointer by Calavan off the rim. And somehow Franklin gets the rebound and gets it to drop. Nice shot by the young man coming off the bench. So 41-33 heading into the final period here.
Watch this
Let's
rebound.
watch
Watch where he comes from to get this.
Boy,
Came from the elbow to get that and had the presence of mind to get it right back up. Nice for the young man.
41-33. Fort Gibson is in the lead. And I'll tell you, I'm as surprised as anyone that Fort Gibson is in this finals of the Bedlam Shrine Tournament.
Well, ever since they got beat by Hilldale, man, they've been slowly figuring some things out. And dealing with injuries too, you know, so you're figuring, sometimes you're figuring stuff out on the fly. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Gets chaotic throwing shirts out everywhere. Back underway, the fourth and final scheduled period. Tigers from Fort Gibson are up 41-33 in this large school boys championship. Both teams have played very well.
We're going to a high screen here, trying to get a switch. Smaller defender on Calavan.
Calavan's going to drive the baseline and was blocked from
Boy,
behind.
He drew a crowd there, didn't he?
Yeah, I think 6 of them had him. Fort Gibson in red with white numbers. The Spartans of
that's a foul.
Oklahoma City in white with blue numbers. Nice, got him cutting on the back. Calavan was upset with himself that he didn't get the shot to go down.
Yeah, that little flex cut action off that side. They've been running that little, they've been springing Graves loose open on it. They've just, Dickerson made a swap there, put Calavan in that spot, and he came wide open.
Hits his first one. Doesn't hit that one. Rebound by Allen. Freeman.
See, last night Freeman was creating all kinds of havoc with Hilldale's defense by getting into the paint. He hasn't been as aggressive tonight. I don't know if it's been the foul trouble or what, but he hadn't been as aggressive getting into the paint tonight.
Calavan's second foul, third team foul for Fort Gibson. But yes, Freeman has 3 fouls. 3-pointer way off the mark. Rebound by Calavan. You know, Calavan has had more rebounds tonight than I remember him having in any game I've watched this year. Three-point from the corner is Calavan, won't go. Knocked away by Thornbrew, so it's saved by Franklin.
Dickerson takes timeout right there.
Timeout, and he's going to take a full timeout to talk to his troops. We're going to take a full timeout so we can talk to you about Bravado Wireless and why you need to switch. We can save you some money.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit BravadoWireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Back to action here at the Muskogee Civic Center. We have the final game of the night.
Of the tournament.
This is the championship large school boys. First time Fort Gibson has been in the tournament in over 25 years. And that's pretty exciting. The girls won earlier.
In a fantastic game.
It was a very nice game by both teams, and it really could have gone either way. And it's almost, if you were come up short in that game, you could say, I just ran out of time.
Yep, or gas in East Central's case, man, because the young lady from East Central, Armstead, man, she gave everything she had, and I think she just ran dry, man.
We seem to have a delay of some sort going on.
Got some blood on the floor, maybe on the uniform or something. Oh, blood on the floor.
Blood on the floor, all right. We're going to throw a little bit of, what is that, Germex on there? So our tournament director there, Keith Olmstead with the Shriners. He's not only a Shriner, but he's also a floor cleaner. We all jest. Shriners do an amazing, amazing job. '86 was the last time Fort Gibson came to the Shrine Tournament.
Buddy,
so,
I was in 1986. I was in Gießen, West Germany.
So that's 30 years. Is that right? Over 30 years?
31, 32, 30,
What?
33 actually.
33 years. So yeah, 33 years.
As you can tell, when I was in Gießen, I wasn't doing math.
So who are we working? Can we get a shot of who we're working on over there on the sideline? I can't really see. I guess we don't have a camera on that side, do we? I can't. It's Tegan Thornbrew. Has a cut above the eye.
Oh, okay.
And as our camera could get a shot, then the coach stands in the way. That's timing right there. So Tegan Thornbrew has a cut above his eye, and they're just kind of searching for blood and cleaning it up around the court.
So now Graves is back in with 4. And Tegan can't come back in until he stops bleeding. And if it's a head injury, the concussion stuff comes into play.
Right.
And that's, you got 6:18 left. There's a long way to go, and he's been a monster on the glass tonight.
Yes. And I think, but maybe this is what they need to do, a little breather here. So I don't know what the concern or what's going on as far as. Well, I wish I could hear him talking over there.
Yeah, me too. I've never quite seen this. It's usually a deal where, hey, sub him out.
Well, I don't understand what the conversation is with the coach.
I think the coach is asking why they're not playing. I don't think he's buying the reps. Whatever.
Gibson has 5 players on the court. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. All right, so now we're back in our action. We're getting Thornbrew bandaged up on the sideline. I don't think Thornbrew was even in the game, was he?
Yeah, he was in because they subbed Jaden in for him. Graves. Remember, he picked up his 4th foul. Oh,
Stores trying to make the pass, couldn't in traffic. So a little bit of breather by both teams. They probably both needed it, to be honest.
That's not good.
And they've let Roberson shoot that all night. Nice recovery there.
Oh.
Backside by Counter.
Cut it to 6 there.
So Counter with the 3-point play. 42-36. And after a pretty nice delay there, we have a timeout to talk.
That last play, it was just bad luck for Fort Gibson. Good luck for them because Graves and the number 10 there from Southeast both went for the ball. And
that's the longest quarter I've seen. 16 minutes and 17 seconds.
Playing college rules now. I think 20 minutes.
20-minute halves.
Yes.
6 minutes and 17 seconds. Once in a while, our score program gets a little gremlin in it and wants to add numbers and take numbers away. They have to slap it around a little bit in the trailer and get it working again. Next Thursday, we'll be at Seminole State Junior College as Eastern visits Seminole State. So watch that live broadcast right here on BravadoTV.com. And then we'll be at the Shakota Crossroads Classic in 2 weeks. Graves will be called for a walk, and he shuffled quite a bit over there.
Yeah, now Southeastern's going to a little bit of Southeastern. Southeast went to a little jump and run type deal there.
And Roberson's yet to hit that 3-point shot. All the way out to Freeman. Long shot. Roberson still hasn't hit that shot. And I think they're going to let him shoot until he hits it. Nearly picked Graves' pocket. He gets out of it. Back to Blunt.
We got to get off the sideline.
And Blunt's lucky he doesn't get called for a charge, but he pushed off of Roberson. Graves comes out. Stores checks back in. Down low to Calavan and Allen will pick up his third foul. Calavan misses that one. Calavan will go to shoot 2. Calavan's free throw is short. Normally very, very sharp from free throw line.
Yeah, he left a lot on the floor in that first half.
Second shot is good. Counter, long three-pointer, and oh. He's hit a couple though, so counter's very dangerous from that outside corner.
Southeast likes throwing those long diagonals like that.
Blunt having a hard time getting the ball in, finally gets it into Stores. Back to Blunt. Blunt is doubled. Saved by Southeast and going to be easy layup by Counter and fouled by Carson Calavan.
That was a disaster right there. Now we got 5 minutes left, and Calavan's got his third personal.
And that puts a very good free throw shooter at the line in Counter. That one doesn't drop, though. Somehow Allen gets the rebound. Stores has it, and now they're going to call Allen.
Is that his fourth?
That is Allen's fourth, and Allen probably should have just stepped back.
Well, that was a frustration foul. He felt like he got fouled on the shot, and he got real physical. He's frustrated right now.
Now at the line is Stores. This will be his first free throw attempt of the night. And it rolls in.
Man, it hit every part of the top of that rim, man.
Hits both of them. Long three-pointer by Counter, and he hits it.
Fort Gibson just hasn't adjusted that quick push up the side and throwing that diagonal. They broke the pressure pretty easy there.
They know Blunt's not real comfortable with the pressure, and they're all over him. That's a second steal this quarter from Blunt. Counter three-point on the way. Good once again. So a one-point game now by a three-pointer by Counter.
They've got it. Fort Gibson's they've got to get it off the sideline, keep it in the middle of the floor. Southeast is pushing them to the side, and then they're really getting aggressive with their defense. They're using the inbounds line as an extra defender, and they're getting real aggressive. So they got to do a better job of being strong, staying in the middle of the floor.
What I liked about that last play is Allen, he could have easily just kept driving.
Yep.
Stop. He knew Counter was hot. Counter has 11 points in this quarter. So Counter is come on in the second half, 11 in this quarter.
And we've got a one-point game. Looks like.
And 16 in this half.
Coach Dickerson's making a switch. Jaden Graves is checking back in. Man, this game's found some life in the last 4 minutes, man.
It sure has. Ever since we had that long break. Folks, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the Shrine Tournament this year. Next year, I hear they're working on some additional local teams to bring in. Long ball for Calavan. He tracks it down. He and Allen are one-on-one. And a bad shot by Calavan. Probably should have waited for help.
Good hustle by Jackson Blunt.
Blunt to steal the ball on the other end.
Good job, Jackson.
And they're going to call Marcus Hines for the foul. That's his second, and that's an 8th team foul. So now Blunt will go shoot 1-1.
Now, Fort Gibson's got to do a better job of that delayed break. getting back, tracking back, and getting that backside shooter covered. Oh, that was a man's rebound there.
Big time rebound by Perry. Allen was feeling it. Doesn't go. Nice rebound by Perry. Puts it back. Now, for the first time since the first quarter.
Now, I like this adjustment, having Connor bring the ball up. And one. Connor brought the ball up. He could see over the trap a little bit better. He started every game last year. And they got a bucket out of it, so I like that. I like that little tweak.
I was going to say Southeast first lead of the game since the first quarter. But Fort Gibson has taken it back 47-46. Calavan with the ball. Going to drive baseline, turn around. Nice Larry Bird move, but a pickup by Thornbrew. And a turnover back to Fort Gibson.
Jackson Blunt hustled back there and knocked the ball off. It was kind of a lazy diagonal pass.
Intensity has picked up just a little bit.
And, man, Southeast coach is very disappointed in his leading scorer there, number 1.
Three-point attempt by Blunt won't go. Ooh, Thornbrew was lucky he didn't get it reaching over the back of Perry.
Fort Gibson's reclaimed a 3-point lead. They withstood that surge, came right back with a big bucket. And they're in the triangle and 2 again.
Counter, three-pointer on the way. Rebound by Freeman. He's been quiet, and there he goes. Freeman's been pretty quiet this half, or this quarter, rather. 49-48. Fort Gibson has a 1-point lead. Franklin, shot off the glass, won't go. And rebound by Freeman, and that is going to be Thornbrew's 4th foul.
And Franklin's been so big, hit good shots. You can't be upset with him on that. Ball's round, bounces funny. He did it what every coach asked you to do, get it up on the glass. It just didn't go in.
49-48, Fort Gibson still holds on to a 1-point lead.
They're in the triangle and 2. They're manning 14 and 10. The two shooters that have kind of hurt them outside, but they lost track of this one.
Allen, three-pointer is off. Tried to save it was Freeman, couldn't save it. Now we're under 2 minutes to go. Franklin checks out. Storrs checks back in for Fort Gibson.
Another ball handler here.
Notice Allen checked out. They're going to give him a short breather, I'm sure.
I think they're playing offense-defense with him right now, Eric.
Nice move by Calavan to get out of the trap. Graves, jump shot, won't go.
Oh, and they've got another one hurt. Oh, nice diagonal find.
They lost
he's lucky he didn't get his 5th foul there.
He sure is. 50-49, Southeast Spartans have the lead. And Blunt drives in. Full timeout by Fort Gibson. They're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how we can save you some money. So go check it out. Bravado Wireless commercial coming up.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Thank you for joining us. We are coming back with 1 minute, 14 seconds left in the fourth period. Fort Gibson has retaken the lead after a driving jump shot by Blunt. That one's from the first half. That was a nice move right there by Franklin.
Watch this little diagonal find, and Tegan Thornbrew's real lucky.
That could have been an easy call.
That was his 5th foul. And Jackson Blunt just been laying in the weeds all night long and picking his spots. Now,
they switch, put Freeman up on top. Counter three-pointer, in and out, won't go. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Calavan. Let's see.
No, Thornbrew. Okay, they got him. That's Calavan's 4th, Eric.
Calavan's 4th. Counter will go to the line to shoot.
Now, is he a freshman too? Counter?
I am unsure on that.
He looks like a young. That young man's growing up tonight. I don't think he's a senior. He's doing some growing up.
And they will take a 1-point lead, the Spartans will. 52-51. 30-second timeout by the Spartans to talk about it.
Now they've got some. Fort Gibson's got some. I mean, I know we only have 55 seconds left, but it's worth noting that, man, they got 3 kids with 4 fouls.
That would be Calavan and Thornbrew and Graves.
Yep. 3 important kids. Probably their 3 leading rebounders tonight. So, I mean, this game, the longer this game goes, they could be in some trouble. Let's see if Southeast extends their defense again with a 1-point lead. See if they can keep speeding them up.
Be interesting to see what kind of pressure Southeast brings on them.
Because everybody's in the bonus now. We're 1-1 on both sides from here on out.
Right.
Using Blunt as the trigger man. Went deep again. They beat him again.
And Calavan will give them the lead back. Now, if you're Fort Gibson, do you foul or you just let it play out?
I'm letting it play out.
Freeman walked. They didn't call it, and he walked. Nice block by Thornbrew. Good job by Blunt to pull it back out. And a foul on Counter, but that's Counter's first. Blunt will go to 1-1, and he has been to the line once before and missed the front end of a 1-1. And he hits the first one. Now we're at a 2-point game, 54-52.
30 seconds left. They got a loop.
Now we're at a 3-point game after Blunt's 2 free throws.
They've got to lock up number 10. They can't let him get a clean look anywhere.
30-second timeout. Well, Counter, like we said, has scored 16 points in the second half. I would make sure we had a man on him. And other than Counter, Freeman has 2 in the fourth quarter, and Perry has 4. So
yeah.
Counter's pretty much your shooter.
There's
gotta
30
watch
seconds
Allen.
left, so you don't have to get a three. But, I mean, I'm sure that Southeast is talking right now about we're gonna take the first clean look we get. If it happens to be a three, it just happens to be a three.
Allen's open over here on the sideline. Nice job by Graves to knock the ball back.
They've extended their defense out a little bit. Oh, they intentionally fouled.
And Storrs intentionally fouls Freeman.
It's 1-1.
So we're at 1-1, and that puts Freeman at the free throw line.
It's curious.
Freeman has not shot a free throw tonight, and he's only made one field goal. He hits it. So that brings it within a 2-point game. Second one goes in.
I don't understand that call.
That's a.
I don't know why they fouled there.
What reminded me immediately was that's kind of a Gary Hendricks. When Gary Hendricks was at Fort Gibson, he said he always wanted to have the last shot in a close game.
Yeah, you got 25 seconds left though. That's I understand the philosophy, but I mean this game's got a bunch more possessions in it,
right.
You know?
Yeah, 25 seconds is a long time in basketball.
Especially in a tight game, under a minute left when both teams are in the bonus. So, and now you're letting them set their defense. So now we reset. I think that Fort Gibson, I think I saw Coach Dickerson tell his kids that he's out of timeouts. And that, you know, that's big with 20 seconds left. You get hung up, you're just gonna have to eat it.
Right. You're gonna have to think on the fly.
Let's see if they try to hit him over the top again.
I got Calavan sitting on the far side from us. It's in Calavan's hand. He's got 3 men on top of him.
Oh, no.
So a big turnover right there with 16 seconds left, trying to get the ball to Graves. 55-54. Fort Gibson has a lead with 16.5 seconds.
And they kind of went to a flat set here. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. They took advantage of the freshman. They took advantage of the freshman on the cut. He screened, thinking they were going to spring the shooter, and then just slipped right there, man. That was a beautiful action right there.
And a heartbreaking loss for Fort Gibson, who had the lead in the last 30 seconds and let it slip away on some
well, you know that the coach
turnovers.
has been telling him, hey, we can't let 10 beat us. He's killed us this quarter.
Right.
So it's only natural. You see 10 flash across on the screen, you're going to kind of drift with him.
Yep, and that's the ball game right there.
Yep.
Just got lost.
Yep.
He
Just a little
flashed right
switch
there.
action.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice. Yep. Well, folks, I tell you what, we've had some great games.
2 fantastic games, E. Thanks for asking me to come out.
Yeah, man, this has been fantastic. I've enjoyed calling these. I know we're not better than our colleagues earlier. Man, they're fantastic. But I've had fun. Brian, thanks for joining us. I'm Eric Shannon. Folks, thanks for tuning in. And Oklahoma City Southeast Spartans win 56-55 over the Fort Gibson Tigers for the large bracket boys of the Shrine Tournament 39th annual. We've had the pleasure of being here for the last 3 days. We've had a great team. Guys in the trailer do a great job. All of our camera people, we got 2 ladies and 2 guys rotating crew did a great job. Thank all the sponsors for the Shrine Tournament.
Hey,
And,
before we sign off, the Southeast get to take the rock home with them? Because they beat both those teams.
Well, that's a good question. Hilldale might not like that, though. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. Next Thursday, coming up January 17th, will be Eastern at Seminole State for some college basketball. And after that, we will have a Dakota Crossroads Classic January 24th through the 26th. Thanks for tuning in to Bravado Wireless. Check us out, bravadowireless.com. We will see you next Thursday.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
I'm Keith Olmstead, Bedouin Shrine Tournament Director for the Bedouin Shrine Basketball Classic. I came into the Shrine in 2002, and I grew up, my father was a Shriner, and he came in 1980, which was the first year the tournament started, so I've basically been around it my whole life. This will be the 39th annual. The basketball tournament started in 1980 as a fundraiser to come up with a way to raise money to transport the burned and orthopedic children back and forth to the Shriners hospitals. At the current time, we have 22 hospitals that the Shriners operate free of charge, and we transport the kids free of charge. And this is the largest fundraiser that we do to be able to do that without asking the parents for any money. The basketball tournament is, we like the saying, it's kids helping kids. They get to play in the tournament, but in the same token, you know, by them playing and their fans coming and buying a ticket to come sit and watch, they are in turn helping us, so it's kids helping kids. We have that are actually involved in the tournament. There will probably be 150 different Shriners throughout helping to pull this off. It's not an easy undertaking to do. When you have 32 teams, that are guaranteed 3 games, that's a lot to handle. So we, in turn, you know, require a lot of assistance. So we ask the nobles, and they're all volunteers. You know, none of the Shriners ever get $1 out of this. All the proceeds from this tournament go strictly to transporting kids back and forth to the hospitals. But we have actually had, and if I'm not mistaken, like 32 kids, I think, that have actually been a Shrine patient and played in the Shrine tournament. And if they do that, if they are a Shrine patient and play in the tournament, we present them with a white jacket, which is an honor. If half of these schools, if they ever met those kids and knew their story and knew their struggles and how much the Shrine has helped, it really makes it well worthwhile. I mean, I understand that it's a lot of hassle for these schools to come, you know, to play, and the expense that goes with it. But like I said, if you talk to those children and their parents for what it's done for them and their lives and how much it's improved their way of life, it's well worth it. All the hours that I put in and all the other Shriners put in is nothing compared to what those kids have gone through. I mean, to my knowledge, there's not any other tournament out there that is strictly for a charity cause. And I mean, for us to be going into our 39th year and still going is something to be said, you know, and that means that the people, the community, everybody is focused on what it's for, and that's how we've sustained as long as we have.